Hello and welcome to The Big Idea. If you're new to The Big Idea, just a real quick run through of what we're trying to do every single Monday is to take the big idea that came from our talk that hopefully you've heard by now that came on a Sunday, and we're going to take the message from Sunday and we're just going to marinate ourselves in that message all week long. So whether you're an older person, a younger person, kids work, youth work, adult church, all of us are going to get hold of the same message together, and we're going to allow it to go deep into our hearts. And so we're working through a series at the minute called The Heart of the Issue, and we've been looking at the subject of money, and this week our very own Stu Baker talked about the subject of wisdom. And so the big idea this week essentially is this: money's empty promise. What I want to just help us get hold of is not that money is evil, and Stu talked about that on Sunday. He spoke about this incredible story of a man called Solomon, who is one of the kings that we read about in the Old Testament, and God gave him the gift of wisdom. So he's probably one of the wisest men to ever have walked planet Earth except for Jesus himself, and yet he still ran into some problems. Stu helped us understand that actually money can be quite deceitful, that it sets us up pitfalls that we can fall into, two of which, one would be false pride and the other would be false security. And for Solomon, as he journeyed through life, even with all of the wisdom that he had, he still fell into the trap where essentially pride started to emerge in his heart. He started pursuing the wrong things, and also that he was taking status from that. For all of us, whoever we are not exempt from the pitfalls and the lie that can come to us from money. Jesus talks in one of the parables, doesn't he, about growing, seed being laid, and as it grows up, that weeds can entangle around them as well. So as a plant grows, it isn't that it just grows on its own, but sometimes the weed can grow around it as well. When I think about money and I think about the wisdom and the folly of money, I think that it's very easy for us as Christians to get ensnared by some of these pitfalls. And so this week, I just want to remind you of three things that I talked about on Sunday. First of all, if you are in a situation where you just feel overwhelmed by some of the problems of money, whether that's that you're in debt, whether it's that you don't know where the next paycheck's coming from, we'd love to hear from you. So please do email us at care@emmanuelchurchlondon.org, and one of us can respond. We can pray with you, talk with you, and point you in the right direction when it comes to other resources. The second thing that I said, though, was to pray. And this is one of the things that I just want us to consider. When we think about finding security in money and we think about, being caught out by pride, most of us would probably say that we're not in danger of that. Very often I find that when you just pause on life and you pray to God and you say, God, if there is anything going on right now, please reveal it to me, that there's usually more there than we like to think. And so I want to encourage whoever you are to do that this week. Make sure you spend some time on your own and pray to the Father and ask him if there's some things that he'd like to highlight to you in your own heart. And the third thing, and a real practical thing that you can do this week, is you can join a Connect group. We've got 4 Connect groups running, and we would love you to be involved in those. It's going to do 2 things. Number 1, it's going to give you an opportunity to connect with other people in Emmanuel Church London, which is a good thing. Number 2, it's going to help you share the burden of this season. You're going to be able to share some of the things that you might be struggling with and get people praying with you. So there's 3 really practical things there to do this week as we journey together on this subject around money. Keep tuned in, keep up to date on all our socials, and we'll see you again next week on YouTube, Sunday at 10:30. God bless you.